Welcome back, Summoners. We're diving into War number 3 of Season 55, and this time 4BGs is facing off against RUL76. With a climb up into Tier 2 for this war, the challenge level has definitely gone up, and I make a couple mistakes because of it. For this matchup, I decided to mix things up a little bit by switching to a different path, which also lined me up to take 4 mini-boss fights. That's right, I'm taking 8 fights this war, and I'm bringing in the firepower to match. Joining the team today are Negasonic my trusty Deathless She-Hulk, fresh off her debut, and Jackolantern. The squad is ready to handle whatever RUL76 throws our way, and I'm excited to see how they perform, so let's get into it. Alright, the first fight up, we're going to be using Negasonic against this Mantis. We're going to be on Path 7 in Section 1 and 2. This fight, really not a whole lot into it using Negasonic. I was a little concerned at first whether her stuns would stick. Got that first parry in. It was a little slow to react because of it, but, we still managed to get the combo in there. And now, things are just kind of going the way that I want them to. We're going to do the medium, light, medium combos with her to get some incinerates on, do some more damage, preferably baiting special 2s in this. We're going to drop our special 2 and we're going to mash the left side of the screen like crazy. We got all the incinerates on there. Now it's just time for her to tick down and be through that first fight pretty clean. Went more or less how I planned it. Now this is the first of the fights with Deathless She-Hulk, and here the plan is to not knock Dragon Man down. For this node, it's got an armor break when you knock them down, and of course Dragon Man is immune to armor break in a way that he puts DeJen on you when you do armor break him. So, you can get away with doing it once or twice if you need to, but I really think I can outpower the node. One thing that you'll notice here is I do have recoils on. I threw on a regen boost. I had those in overflow. Hindsight, should have taken it off for my Deathless She-Hulk fights. Comes into play more on the next one than this fight, because this one I'm not planning on throwing any specials, so it doesn't really matter. The regen boost I had on there will take care of any of the bleed damage. You can see I am at a more or less a full yellow bar. Here I'm going to take one hit in the block to get the debuff on me so that I can use willpower healing to get up to that full yellow bar. He's down to 13%. We're just going to play this safe. Probably could have dropped a special 3 there to finish him off. And gotten out of it a little bit sooner without having to worry about this special, but you know what? It's still under a minute, still full yellow bar, still very, very happy with the way that fight went. Alright, now we jump ahead into Section 2, and we've got this man thing. This is where I should have turned off recoils. I've got to throw specials in this one. I've got to knock them down, so hindsight, yes, I should have thrown recoil or taken recoils off. There you see that I throw on a special 3 boost just in case something weird happens and I've got to tank a special 3. Not too terribly concerned here. Global defender, global attacker, we're going to be placing debuffs fairly regularly. Shouldn't be much of an issue. So here we go. Until it's an issue. There you notice I went in, I completely forgot about the node. There I'm thinking, oh, it's like She-Hulk, she's got the slow. Nope, she doesn't. And there, get unlucky with the heavy where he gets the unstoppable on the second hit. So, really just unfortunate timing on a lot of that. The hindsight, should have played this one a little bit differently as well, but we're going to toss that special 3. We're going to get the little bit of adrenaline healing going, and you know what? We're going to focus a little bit more. We're going to pay attention. Just try to get through this fight now as clean as possible. I need to use She-Hulk on a couple more fights, so ideally we don't have to drop a whole lot of health potions into her, but now it's just time to be smart. So we get through this fight, but it could have been so much cleaner. And now, what you'll see that I do here is, because I'm going to be using She-Hulk in some more fights, I do take the time right now to go in and turn off recoils while I'm thinking about it, because if I make that mistake on some of the other fights, there's no way to recover. Alright, up next though is going to be this Jabari Panther, and once again I'm going to be using Negasonic on it. I'm just checking my boosts. We're going to drop a little bit of a heal on here, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Small little heal, top her up. Not too terribly concerned about this fight again using Negasonic. You know, she's going to cleanse a couple of my parry and the stun debuffs, but you know, all in all, it's not really a difficult fight. I could have used somebody different for these two fights, but I just took Negasonic up to rank 2 as a 7-star and wanted to try her out. I've been using my Ascended 6-star for a long time, but you know, wanted to see what the damage difference would be like. So you know, here, really just doing kind of the Negasonic things. We're going to throw a special 2 here, and you mash that left side at least 16 times. There we go. We got the 16 incinerates up there, so she's got 21 incinerates. Now we're just going to kind of play it out from here. You know, throw special 1s. You know, refresh those incinerates. They're kind of messed up the dex on the special 1, and then the timing coming back in. In a way, she could have punished, and that probably would have hurt a whole lot, but you know, it didn't, so I'm not too concerned. Here we go, and we counter that, and she's going to be down. So there we are. The 4-path fight's down. Not as clean as I'd like, but you know what? Full attack bonus is full attack bonus. All right, now we jump ahead to some of the mini-boss action, and this is node 37, and this Rintrah is going to have, you know, the drip feed, placebo, resistance is futile, personal space regen, enhanced recovery, and we're going to be using Deathless She-Hulk here. This is, once again, a fight that I'm not terribly concerned about. Here, I'm concerned that I'm getting the spinning wheel and it wasn't loading in, but, you know, here, it is more or less just fighting Rintrah like Rintrah. You know, when I first looked at the map, I was thinking that was a rank 3 Rintrah, but it's only an Ascended 6-star. Health pool's not going to be too bad. It's not going to be a terrible fight. Here you'll see I do counter his special 1 with a heavy. I just want to keep his charges down as low as possible. That's really the only fear in this fight, is his charges getting out of control and, you know, him going unblockable and me not noticing it or something like that. So we're just going to play it safe. We're going to knock him down fairly often. You know, you can see there, he's back down to 0 charges. He's down to 25% health. We're about 35 seconds in, and, you know, this fight's pretty much in the bag, but we're not gonna be stupid like I have been probably in the past, where I would have rushed that. We're just gonna bait the specials, even if it takes a couple seconds longer. Much safer that way. There we go, first mini boss down. All right, we jump over to island number 2, and we're going to be taking this Domino. Now, for this Domino, we're going to be using Jack-o'-lantern. Is he the best choice for this Domino on this node? No, but he's the most fun choice. So, you know, we're gonna go in here, and you know, once again with Domino on this node, I understand why people put her there, but her special 2 is fairly easy to dex, even if you get rooted. So I am not terribly concerned here, and it does help that she decides that she wants to throw a special 1. You know, it really just kind of helps the fight. Here, you can see I did get rooted. I wasn't quite expecting it, so I had the timing messed up on the heavy dex. Not a big concern. I do have an invuln boost on for things just like that. There, she evades me, and again, I get rooted. Not a big deal. You can see I get out of it, throwing a special 2, and this special 2 just melts things. You know, it doesn't quite take her down, which wish it would have, but you know, once again, not terribly concerned. Here, she throws her special 2. The root timer is in good shape. We can counter that very easily. We're going to throw our special 1. Was hoping it would finish her off. Gets close, but doesn't quite do it, so just takes a couple more hits, and that Domino's down, and we move on. All right, and we jump over to the third boss island, and this time around it is America Chavez. And the cool thing is, this is global versus global. This is, you know, me not having to worry about hazard shift or anything like that. This is also, I don't care if she throws heavy attacks, because the cool thing is when you're using a global attacker against her, you apply a wither debuff. And when you apply wither debuffs, it removes any zones that she happens to get on there. So what you'll see here is she does throw a heavy, and you'll notice that she gets a negative zone. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kind of back off, and then we're going to put a wither on there, and that removes that negative zone. Don't have to worry about the power gain, don't have to worry about much on this node. So that is kind of the plan. When she does throw a heavy, just kind of back away, let one of the withers kind of expire and refresh. And there you go. You can see that zone's removed as well. No big concerns here. We're going to go right into our special one. I was hoping that would finish her off, but we do a nice little striker intercept there, and she's down. Relatively quick, relatively easy fight there. I do love this global tactic. And we're going to jump ahead now to the last fight of the war, and we're going to be using Jack-o'-lantern on this Onslaught. This is the fight that was the whole reason I brought in Jack. And you're going to see here that I throw on the tech power back boost and tech special damage boost, simply because that special 2 on Domino did not kill her. I figured it would, but I wanted to be safe in this fight. I don't like the missing an action node. It's very easy to miss the timing or not get an opening to be able to knock him down after that buff disappears from him. So just being safe. I'm going to throw a power start 1 boost on because, like I said, I want to get in and out of this fight as quickly and as cleanly as possible. So here you go. He throws a nice little heavy there to start the fight. Gives me a good opening for a 5-hit combo. And now what you're going to see here is I play this so that I can throw a special 2 at a certain point in time. There we go. So we do 1 hit, and now he's over 10. He's got the crush charge. I throw the special to remove the crush charge. And now here, notice that shows a medium input. I went to block, and somehow it read it as a medium. So of course what happens? He counters right away, and of course he throws that special 2 right away, right in my face. I'm degenning down and thinking, oh boy, this isn't good. Fortunately, the degen doesn't kill me, and so here, you know what? We can finish him off fairly quick. We're going to throw the striker, and then we're going to go into a 5-hit combo. We're going to drop a special 2. I don't care that he is at 3 bars. He's going to be dead beforehand. And that's a wrap on war number 3. Despite a few blunders along the way, I'm thrilled to say I managed to secure the full attack bonus on all 8 of my fights. That brings my personal record this season to 21 kills and 0 death through 3 wars. Feels great to keep that streak alive. Even better, 4 BGs pulled off another win, improving to 3-0 for the season. It's always awesome to see the team firing on all cylinders, especially now that we're competing in Tier 2. Up next, I've got my mini account fights for you, where I also took on 8 fights in that war, so stick around if you want to see even more action. Thanks for watching, and if you're enjoying these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Take care, all.